September 12, 1997. Six guys broke into the Dunbar Armored facility in California and stole $18.9 million, which would be the equivalent of $32 million today. Alan Pace, together with his childhood pals, Eric Damon Boyd, Eugene Lamar Hill, Freddie Lynn McCrary, Terry Wayne Brown, and Thomas Lee Johnson, planned the robbery. It is the biggest cash heist to have ever taken place in the United States. Stay tuned and enjoy another video by Dr. EggHead. Alan Pace, who used to work as a regional safety inspector for Dunbar Armored Company, was responsible for planning the robbery. Pace had some free time while working with the company to take pictures and inspect the company's armored car depot, and look into other staff's daily routines meticulously in order to design a better robbery plan. He enlisted the help of 5 of his childhood pals and equipped them with masks, pistols, a shotgun, radio headsets, complete floor layouts, and showed them positions of the security cameras. It was a few months that they'd been planning for the robbery. Due to a bad luck, Pace was told that he would be fired soon. So the group of 6 robbers decided to execute their plan right away, as they might lose the chance to do it if Pace returned his access keys. On the evening of Friday, September 12, 1997, right after Pace was told that he's going to lose his job, the 6 thieves got together at a house party to establish an alibi before entering the facility using Pace's access keys. Pace had already timed the surveillance cameras and security guards and designed the whole plan. He had figured out how to get around the site. Since the guards had their breaks at around 12:30, they waited inside the staff cafeteria and trapped them one by one. They were aware that because of the enormous amount of money being moved on Fridays, the vault was left unlocked. Before the security guards could sound any alarms or fire a shot, the robbers rushed the 2 vault guards and managed to take down all of the workers. They used duct tape and ropes to keep all of the staff silent and still. In a matter of only 30 minutes, these smart robbers could manage to place $18.9 million into a waiting U-Haul truck that they'd rented earlier. Pace was perfectly aware of which bags held the largest banknotes and non-sequential bills. After they took all those money, Pace decided to remove the security camera recordings as he knew where they were kept. The smart gang eventually removed the recordings and went back to the house party with no evidence left behind. In fact, the whole robbery had gone so smoothly that they never thought that anything might be leaked. The very next day, as the robbery amount was so large, the story swept the nation. Every newspaper and media outlet was talking about it. Detectives had started their investigation, and since Pace had been recently fired, they looked into him carefully but couldn't find anything. They quickly understood it was an inside job. However, they didn't have any clues. The only thing that detectives had found was a U-Haul truck's plastic tail light lens, which was located by investigators at the depot. But that wasn't showing anything, as there was thousands of the same truck in the town. Smart robbers, who had performed a clean robbery, put a lot of effort into keeping their new money secret. They even waited 6 months before attempting to start laundering the money. They hired an immigration attorney, David Matsumoto, and paid him and his office manager, Joaquin Bin, each $1 million for their assistance. Matsumoto did plan the transactions by purchasing real estate and vehicles, making investments in businesses, and issuing checks and W-2 tax forms to the thieves to make it look as if they were getting that money legally. Pace also established his own company to launder more money and used another man's assistance to purchase real estate so that it would not be recorded under his name. Boyd, One of the gangs laundered $177,000 through his father's business. The majority, if not all, of the thieves used real estate to launder money. Everything seemed to be nice and clean. But something was going wrong. Two years later, Eugene accidentally provided a real estate broker with a stack of bills that were still secured with their original currency straps. The broker, who was suspected of having that much cash, called the police to make sure nothing was wrong with the money. The detectives realized the straps were the same as the lost money straps that they'd been searching for. They also noticed Eugene had rented a U-Haul on the day of the robbery. They arrested Eugene Hill immediately. He confessed and named his other 5 friends as well as 3 other guys who had helped with money laundering right away. Alan Pace, that was initially claiming innocence, was arrested and sentenced to 24 years in prison. On April 2001, he was imprisoned at a federal correctional institution in Safford, Arizona until his release on October 2020. Another collaborator, Boyd, was sentenced to 17 years due to his use of a gun and a prior criminal record. The 4 others, pleading guilty, received sentences between 8 and 10 years. Matsumoto was also implicated and resigned from California's official attorney licensing agency. He and Bin were indicted on 71 counts related to money laundering and sentenced to 2.5 years. Only less than a third of the whole $19 million of the money was ever recovered, with some $13.9 million still missing. This robbery was also featured in Season 5 of American television series The FBI Files, as The Price of Greed. Also in September 2020, producer Khalid Pinkett announced a film based on the robbery as well. If you liked this video, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Please leave us your comments and let us know about videos that you would like us to make. See you soon.